Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. We got a deck profile for EB02 is where I found the list from, but I think primarily, right, we're just using OP10 cards with this updated Boa list. I think anyone that's seen Boa thinks, Chaos is a pretty good card, right? 7/9 on play, you return a cost 5 or lower character to the owner's hand. Obviously works really well. I gotta say, I really like Boa in terms of a blue deck. I feel like it really fits the theme of blue in my opinion. Where like, right now, obviously, Blue Doflamingo is the most popular blue deck for how strong it is. It plays a little bit differently than how Boa does, with a lot of control, a lot of bouncing, a lot of bottom decking for her leader ability. If you're not familiar with Boa's leader ability, it's during your turn once per turn. You may activate this ability when a character leaves play due to one of your abilities or effects. If you have 5 or less cards in hand, you draw 1 card. So really, anytime you bounce a card back, bottom deck something, as long as you have 5 or less, you draw 1 card. Pretty good. We got card draw, which is very innate to blue, right? And then a lot of that bottom decking and bouncing effects, right? With a lot of our events or Kyros or Jozu or just a lot of stuff, right? But before we get into it, leave a like on the video, subscribe. If you guys want to check out where I get my play mats for my locals videos, you can check out Nen Garden. Use coupon code Straw Hat Pecan for 5% off. You've seen me use the Shanks playmat in my locals videos. Really nice. And also they've got some new stuff like their Gundam playmat. If you guys are excited for the Gundam TCG, I didn't get into any of like the pre-releases or anything like that, but it does seem interesting. So you can check that out as well as all their other stuff. Also, you can check out my TCG player affiliate link. If you guys are picking up any singles off TCG player, you can use that link, support the channel. And then also here is just the credit to the deck's creator. It was from a flagship 5-0, so pretty good. First place. And yeah, again, it seems like the newest card to enter rotation for Boa is Kyros. So we'll see. I don't know with how the bans are going to occur, right? Obviously, looking at what's in the top meta, if Blue Doflamingo does get hit in some way, who knows if it'll affect Boa, right? Maybe some support guards get hit. I don't think it's going to be Law, right? Because they're reprinting that in PRB02. But who knows? Maybe Boa gets a little bit hurt from it, or maybe Boa becomes the new de facto blue deck, right? But either way, it's just a fun deck. And also my fiance's favorite character is Boa Hancock, so I got to try it out at some point for her. Getting into this, we got 1 Mihawk, 9 cost, 9k power. On play, you bottom deck a character with a cost of 7 or less. Then we got the Doflamingo blocker. This card has been around in the deck for a while. If you're going to have a leader ability that lets you draw an extra card, it's kind of nice to know what you're drawing into for future plays. So he's a 3 cost, 4k power blocker, a 1k counter. On play, look at top 5 cards of your deck, rearrange them into any order, and then place them at the top or bottom. So yeah, like I said, you can know what you're drawing into. Same with the Perona, a 1 cost character that on play, look at top 5 cards of your deck, rearrange them in any order, put them back at top or bottom. This also being a character that we can bounce back to our hand to activate Jozu's ability or Law, right? That could possibly also let us get leader ability on. Similarly to Kaya, which is a 2k counter, 1 cost. On play, draw 2 cards and then trash 2 cards from your hand. Again, if we know what we're getting, it's kind of nice for that. And also she's a 2k counter, so we have to bounce anything back to her hand. This is a good target, as it is good counter. Then we got the 10 cost Kaido, the 12k power. On play, you return 1 character with a cost of 8 or less, and then a cost of 3 or less character to the owner's hand. Good way to get rid of an 8 cost kid if they don't have the Tashigi on the board to protect it. Then we have the 2k counter Crocodile. On play, Don, for 1 Don, you rest 1 Don. You can return a cost 2 or lower character to the owner's hand. This could be one of yours, right? Like you said, our 2k counter or maybe Perona. Or it could be like a 2 cost blocker. Say they got like a Rosinante blocker on the board. You can bounce that back. Then of course with 7 Warlords, we're going to have Jinbei. On play, play 4 cost or lower 7 Warlords of the C-type character other than Jinbei from your hand. Super good to go wide, right? Then we have our 7 Warlords Searcher, Sengoku, 1 Don, look at top 5 for 7 Warlords. Then we got Jozu, 6/7, 1k counter, On play, return one of your own characters, other than this card, to your hand. Return them to one cost 6 or lower character to the owner's hand. This is a really good tempo play because if you're on 6 Don, you can bounce back whatever your opponent just played to their hand, setting them back a little bit. And like I said, we have some good targets being our 1 costs, right? So that way you get counter back to your hand. Maybe you could replay these out for their effect again, and then possibly get your lead ability online. Because we have to have 5 cards or less, I've always played this deck as you can kind of defend your life a little bit earlier because you're going to possibly get more draw. Like you can probably get at least 1 to 3 more cards through your lead ability throughout the course of a game. So countering out a little bit earlier might help you. And then of course we got Kyros, 7/9. You bounce back at 5 cost. It is a little bit lower than Jozu, bouncing a 6 cost. However, he has a really good stat line, 7/9. So he can't get bounced by your opponent's Jozu. And also 9k power is really good. Then we got the Mihawk 2k counter, 4/5. Don times 1 when attacking, you draw 2 trash 2. So more ways to cycle through our hand if we don't need stuff we currently have in hand. We got the 1 cost Law Blocker. Another 1 cost character means it's a little bit easier to play things out to get our hand size a little bit lower so we can get leader ability. Also, there are a lot of decks that play a lot of bigger bodies, so getting a 1 cost blocker on the board can be quite valuable in a lot of circumstances where your opponent has to spend resources to get rid of it, or lest you just block out like a 12k swing, for example, for only 1 Don commitment. Super good. Then we got one of the strongest cards in the 7 Warlords package, right? The Bounce Law. 4/5, 1k counter. On play, return one of your characters to the owner's hand. And then if your leader has 7 Warlords typing, you can return 1 cost or 4 or lower character to the owner's hand. Things to note, you can target this law as the first target of it and then still bounce something back. It's kind of crazy in that regard. I don't know why it doesn't have the same stipulation as Jozu, where I have to return a character other than this character. I don't know. But that's not the talk for today. It's a really strong card. It's a really strong card. Then we got Buggy, 2k counter, 1 cost, similar to Perona, where you look at top 3 cards of your deck, but then you can only place them back at the top in any order. But another 2k counter. Then getting into our events, we got 3000 Worlds. This is the 4 cost event that bottom decks a 5 cost character. Pretty decent with how much, I would say in EB02, how popular I think the new Luffy will be, right? And Sanji Pudding being the strongest card in that deck, arguably, right? A 5 cost. To get rid of it is pretty valuable. Then we got Red Rock, just 6 Don to bottom deck anything. Again, if you're going against like Shanks, for example, like they play a lot of 10 cost characters. So just getting rid of it for 4 Don and then leaving, or 6 Don and then leaving 4 Don up to like play out a Jinbei, for example. You have a lot of, possibilities. Then we got Grab Blade, really strong, 7 Don, bottom decks, 2 6 cost characters. So a lot of removal with this deck. I like it. I feel like that's like what blue is in my mind, is like bottom deck removal, bounce removal. So super excited to try this out. Let me know what you think of the list down in the comments. Anything would change, do differently. I'm excited to try out Kyros. So let's get into it. And also crazy to see 3000 Worlds coming back. I haven't seen this in a list in a while, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Test it out. All right, we got against Usopp. We'll take second. Pretty good hand. Not a lot of removal though, but we'll keep, just because 2 Jinbeis, a bounce law, pretty good. We won't be able to hit a lot of his stuff actually, but Jozu helps a lot. He got his stage out early, which is rough for us. That is even rougher. We'll just have to take the 8k. We'll swing. Boom. I think I might just Jinbei into the blocker Doflamingo, honestly, to know what I'm drawing into. See, Red Rock is super good. We'll probably want this to bottom deck a Cavendish. And then Mihawk, super good. I think something like this is looking what we need, because We might actually need both of these to get rid of a Kyros. So, something like that. Really good to rearrange that in that order. Rebecca coming out. But I don't know if he would forward on to play out the... Jeez. I think we'll just block. It's kind of crazy. Interesting, I guess. I don't really know. I don't really know. This is so weird. I was expecting like literally anything else. Do I just play out the Jozu just to have like a character? Like, what are you doing this? He didn't play out anything. I could go wide with Jinbei. Go like 6-6, play out Jinbei Law, bounce the Law back. Or no, bounce the Jinbei back. So he can't attack it. That could be a play, I guess. Bounce, and I don't really want to give him counter. He's down to 2 cards in hand, or 2 life. Yeah, this is just odd. Graveblade. Kind of crazy, right? Well, 1 Jozu. Nothing still. Nothing still is... It's just making me feel weird. I set up these anticipating a 4-drop and then like a 7 Rebecca or Kyros. But yeah, this is just weird, right? Like, what do I even play out in this situation? Do I go... I don't even know. I don't even know. I think we'll buggy just to look 1 card deeper. Okie dokie. Yeah, I don't know. Just to have that on the board too for Jozu possibly in the next turn. Do I just play out the Jinbei to have something out? Like, even though I don't have a target off the Jinbei, I can bounce him back later too. I don't know. I mean, he's down to 1 life. This is the weirdest match. I've not seen people use Graveblade and Usopp, truthfully. I don't remember what he picked up with Rebecca, even. What did he pick up with Rebecca? He's going 5 at us. I think he took the Cavendish. So, okay, there's Rebecca coming out. Is it going to be a Kyros? Luffy. We'll bottom deck that. Cavendish coming out, too. So, Luffy can go at our board. We got to take that. Unfortunately, yep. Okay. So, I can get rid of everything he played out, actually. So, we'll go 5. And take all my Don. Yeah, is that the play, though? Just completely set him back. Because he doesn't even have enough... he has too many cards. Ooh, actually... A Jinbei into Mihawk would be pretty good too. I think we want that kind of presence, but yeah, right? I want to develop something. We can get rid of another Graveblade coming out. My goodness. 6 at us. Trashes the stage. Sure. Oh my goodness. I forget the plus. It's the Graveblade bottom deck's a 5 cost. That bottom deck's a 4 cost. That's unfortunate. Yes, it is what it is. Do we just Kaido bounce everything back next turn? So we can't split, I guess? If he counters out, he still is at too many cards. Yeah. We'll just play out Kaido, bounce that. Give me a 2K back too. Yep. Okay. This is just a weird match, truthfully. The Red Rock. The Red Rock. Cavendish coming out. Can't play anything or can't do anything with that. Will 1K counter. We can bounce that guy. Kyro's pretty good. But in case he plays out like 2 blockers, maybe. And then bounce, bounce. Draw. Nice. Well, actually, we'll get both anyway. Do I swing 8 here? I have 2 2Ks, 1K. If he splits... Okay, we got a 2K and a 2K. Not bad. A little 1K that. Rebecca. Okay. Picks up Frankie. Frankie. Okay, we might have it now. A law blocker. Right. He draws a card from this. Or it makes me discard. He draws. Okay. Okay. I think we'll just grab Blade, yeah. Draw. He draws 2 though. I think we go 7 and 8. We got another 2K counter. It's not bad. Okay. He counters out. Can we just get him down to 1 life? Hopefully. Or 0 life. Jeez. Alright, the whole hand. Whole hand. So he has a Cavendish, right? Yep, Cavendish coming out. You can swing at Jozu, but you need to attach Don. Can't really split for game at this point now, though. 2 Cavendish. I guess he gets to draw cards, right? But, I don't think it matters. Okay. Gyarados. You can only attack. Like, now you can't. You can just draw and cycle. So he gets just to draw 2 cards, essentially. And trashes a non-counter. Okay. So he's got 3, so we can go to 11. So 4. That's actually perfect math for the first swing. So let's just... Do I just go 9? 10? So we can go 12. Yeah, it's fine. Rather go 11, 11. GG. What a game. Not what I expected in any regard, I'll be honest. I was trying to find a matchup that would be probably pretty difficult because Usopp does kind of counter our ability where like we're getting value from bottom decking his stuff, but he's also getting value from getting his stuff bottom decked where he gets to draw a card. So it's, you know, not throwing him back as much, but that just ended up being a really weird match. Like I was taking cards that I thought would on curve affect it, but I don't know. Just a lot of events heavy in this deck. And also I haven't really seen people use this law. All right, we got Blackbeard. We do get to take second. It's not bad. I honestly kind of want a more of an aggressive, almost like this. This would be really good for Burgess, no? Burgess, or not this, because Burgess just can't get KO'd. But the new Kuzan can't be removed, right? That's the difference. We'll just pass back. So he used the event to search and picked up the Lafitte, and now the fleet is going to search and pick him up. The Kuzan. Yeah, this card is crazy value. 6 of us. And we'll go 2K. Okie dokie. Oh, he pitched my on plays already. Interesting. I guess I can just play out 2 blockers. I don't know. Probably just 1 blocker. Because he's 5 Don. He can't dock Q remove it, right? Because you need like 6 Don to play out like Laboon. I don't think they run Laboon too much. 5 of us. What's my next turn? He's already pitching on 6 Don. I can play out a Jozu just to have a Jozu out. He's gonna play out the Kuzan. But then I don't get to... See, I don't know. I still have this to get me some draw from lead ability, but I don't get it from Jozu next turn because he's probably going to pitch, right? But it does feel dumb that I counter out this 6. Yeah, Kuzan come down. He doesn't activate main yet. So he can't be removed by your opponent's effects. That seems just like a little strong, no? So he doesn't need to pitch. He didn't need to pitch because I can't remove him anyway. So we'll just play out Jozu. Smart. Yeah, that's like... It just gives the Blackbeard player an additional turn of like not losing out on hand size because there's nothing I can do. There's no interaction with that, right? There's no interaction to get rid of him. Then what can he bring back? Oh, a Burgess. Interesting. Well, we can at least bottom deck the Burgess with 4 Dawn, right? He just can't get KO'd, but... So I guess we do need to get our hand size a little bit down. 7 at us. I think we'll just block out. Is he going to go 7-7? Probably not. Probably doesn't swing 7 again, right? Kuzan comes out. I'm assuming it's just going to be a 5k swing, right? So that's why I counter out the... Or block that, right? Burgess. Because he's going to just play another Kuzan if he hasn't. Yeah. So just a 5k at us. Does he... I think we'll 2k this. Because does he deny me on plays again? At this point? Like he can protect that kind of. Yeah, okay. But we can just bottom deck with this. Yeah, so bottom deck that. Draw. Jinbei. We'll just at least have a Jinbei out, right? So another character. We won't be able to play out anything else with them, so it's not really a point of keeping them in hand. We just need bodies, right? Yeah, because he had the Kuzan so much. Does this draw you a card too? Target character. Draw 1. That is crazy. I forgot about the draw 1. I'm like, yes, hand size is crazy right now. Like this fixes what like any flaw this deck had, but I think it makes it a little bit too strong, in my opinion. You see a 2k and a 1k from Dot Q. Not bad. Alright. Pass with Jinbei. So we're both still pretty healthy, but we'll see. Yeah, is he no pitched or lost 10 costs, right? In set 10, did they even use like a... Ooh, okay, there he goes. There's the finger pistol. Yep. 7. Oh, at us. I think we'll take... Okay, got a 2k counter Mihawk, just another thing to play out, right? So we'll just try and spam out bodies. 6. 2k. Okay. He comes out. Okay, cool. We can at least bottom deck that. So we're kind of denying that. Yeah, we'll bottom deck those two. And we'll get value off of that. We won't be able to play out anything. Do I play out like Perona and Law? Like just like these 1 cost guys? No on plays. But we'll just bottom deck. Draw. Kaido. Pretty good. Do I try and get him down to like 1 life here? 7/7. Play out a Law. Because then if he plays out 10 cost Kaido, I still get to block out with the Law. I don't know. Or not 10 cost. I have 10 cost Kaido. If he plays out 10 cost Blackbeard, I don't know. He has a pretty low hand. I'm assuming he has a 10 cost. Yep. I feel like I could just play out my 10 cost, just have another body. We'll counter 1 here because we need to stay healthy. Because we're just going to need some more bodies on the board, right? Well, okay, cool. We got swing 5. Because now he'll have to choose what he just takes. Interesting. Boom. No targets. He didn't deny my on plays either. Would have been a nice turn to have like just 2 Jinbeis or something, but no. Just something to swing over his blocker, right? Now he has to choose if he turns off this, right? Then I still can block swing 7, right? 5 of us. We counter 1. Just gotta stay healthy. I think we'll block here. Just get more value. Or not more value, but like just stay alive a little longer. That's fine. We go 5, 7. Do I go 5, 7? Do I swing with my 7? Yeah. Right. Well, no, he gave us a counter now, so there's no point. Boom. Just play another. Hopefully we have 2 2Ks and a 1K. Hopefully we survive because we have 3 life. Right? Does he have a third 10? He does not. So this is where we kind of win, right? Draws a Kuzan. He could do that to play out a Vasco shot. And we can always get lucky and top deck a removal. Because I'm sure he'll deny my on plays if he has any cards to do so. So we'll just take any swing to try and get just 9 at us. Yeah, we'll just take. Okay. Oh, yeah, you probably don't want to swing here, right? But, I mean, with 2 cards in hand, I just math you out anyway, I think. Oh. Vasco shot, yeah. 3 cards in hand, just swing 9 and win. But, oh. We just get rid of it. I mean, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. We just swing 12. 12, big number. Yep. So, GG. Just have to stay alive long enough, and you can kind of outlast their 10 drops. But yeah, that Kuzan is crazy value because we can't really do anything. And they had a top deck of another. Well, that was 6 cards deep because they had to search, right? Or not 6 cards. The searcher doesn't do 6. I think it's just 3 or something. I don't know. But GG. We got red, yellow, Sabo. Interesting. So form of aggression, right? And he's going to be healing his bodies to his life. So maybe I won't be able to bottom deck him as much. Pretty good hand, I would say. Pretty good hand. If he does play out a 4 cost or no, the 3 cost or anything, we can kind of bounce it back. Maybe like a Rush Zoro. I don't know if I really want to give him back the Rush Zoro, but we do get 2 searchers. That's pretty cool. It goes Kiros. Oh, I forgot. Wait, I can't take that. I don't know why I was looking over there. We got to take the Croc. And then I think we'll take the 2K counter, right? I don't know why I always think I can take a Navy card too with Sengoku. He cannot search Navy, just 7 Warlords. So, a couple 2Ks, not bad. And we'll counter 1. Does he play out Rush Zoro? Or no, Sanji. Okay. So we'll just. I think that gives us enough, right? So we can swing 5. Because this will put us down to 4. And then we bounce. This put us to 5. Bounce, bounce. Draw. Nice. Perfect. So that established a lot of aggression and then, you know, hurt our opponent's tempo by removing their card. Really good. I like that Sanji. That Sanji's so good for like all red decks. It's nice to see red got just some like universal support, right? Like just a generically good red card. Like that Sanji being buffed and then it gets you a draw, which has I think always been like a problem with the red, you know? When you're so aggressive, you kind of can burn out on resources. So we got 5 Don. I think you just replay out the Sanji, but then I can bottom deck it. But he doesn't know that. Do I want to bottom deck it that bad, though? Kind of. We'll see. We know he has the Rush Luffy, but like, do you swing 5, 6 and just let me bottom deck that? Like, I feel like you keep that Luffy in back pocket for when I'm at 0 life, obviously, right? 1 will... Do I want to send Goku again? No, because we can possibly bounce him back. This one back. Oh, he does. We'll go a 2K. Cool. I think we'll just swing 5s. Bottom deck that guy. So he counters out with the Sanji. Swing another 5. And it's okay because I have a second one, right? and we drew into a Jinbei. So that is an insane combo. That's just, we're just kind of getting really lucky, right? Oh, this is a new Sanji, right? This is the one that gives like the Diallo Jinbei, but has a 2k counter on it. Pretty good. Like, it seems like he's running more of just like a straw hat package with it. This is a deck that I also have wanted to try out for a while. I've seen some people do pretty good with it. 6 and then 6 Dawn 7. Okay, 7. Do I counter out with 2 2Ks though? Let it go. Let it go. I don't want to give a 2 2s for that because that's over countering, and I kind of like this combo. Zoro. Dude. Alright, let's. Yeah. But then he's gonna heal it. No, wait, why didn't he heal it? Wait, why didn't you heal it? Why didn't he heal to your life? Why did he not heal it to his life? I mean, dude, I just give him the rush back? Like, I feel like that's not great, but I mean, it's he has to commit Dawn now. Let's search. Got another Jinbei. Nice. So we can go 6 and then 7. Right? He couldn't 3 level 7,000 power, and he buffed it up to 7,000, so he could have healed it, no? Maybe he just kind of forgot, because I've been being a jerk and, you know, denying him his board for, you know, so many turns that maybe he just, it happens. I will say this deck does not run the pudding, so ooh, this is such a good card too, you know. Ooh. I think we're good. Right. 3 Dawn, is he gonna rush Zoro back out? Yeah. Maybe he didn't want to do it because was it buff up a character by 2,000? Yeah, so you know, Nami wouldn't have been able to swing last turn, but at least his Zoro would have been at life, right? And I can't really do anything about that, whereas last turn I put it back to hand. So just gonna go 5. I'm gonna, that puts me at 5, 6, 7. So I have to counter this out with the 2k. I might not even need Jinbei, to be honest, but you know, we're still at 5 life. Ooh, that's fun. That's a nice combo. That's a goated combo. Okay, yeah, I would have not been able to block out for that anyway. 8 of us. Okay, so we'll be at 6. Do I use the grab blade on this just to get rid of him? Because that's still buffed up, so I can't easily swing at it. I think so. But if I, let's see. But I don't need another Jinbei do. Oh, he's at 7k. I just realized too. I think we'll do it. Boom, bam, draw. Kyros, pretty good. Let's swing 7. Play out a blocker. Just get 1 card out of his hand. And then Kyros can, I forget that he can use the Three Brothers starter deck stuff, right? Nami coming out, that Zoro plays it out of your hand, right? I made that mistake before, right? And he picks up the Luffy, starter deck Luffy. Yeah, essentially you swing with that Luffy twice in a turn. Really good. Okay, well, we can at least block out 1 hit. We might do the same thing. So, I'll block out this. I mean, we already bottom decked 1 Luffy, so I don't want to get too greedy with my, yeah, there he goes. There he goes. We might have to go 2 and 1 here. Yeah. He can swing. Yeah, I just need a 1k counter. We got, you know, counter. He keeps up the Dawn for like a rad beam, I guess. I kind of want to just bottom deck this guy. We draw nicely into that. But again, do I even swing here? I don't think I do. I think I play out 2 blockers. There we go. Something like that. Because if I commit 3 Dawn, I think he has a counter event. So that's essentially, you know, he gets out of it. But then he has to use it so he doesn't have for this turn. But we've gotten rid of like all of his Luffys that I would assume he could have. So 5 cards in hand. I have 2 life, 2 blockers. Hikinoja coming out. Rush Zoro coming out. He'll just go up to 2 life, essentially. Swing at me. We might just go for game this next turn. 7 will block out. 7. Do we just block out again? I think so. Stay healthy. We can't, unfortunately, get rid of everything. Do I starve him and try and go for game of following turn? Because I can... If I go 7 here at Zoro, just to try and see if he wants to save him. Okay. Then we'll just go 5 of life. I go 5 of life again. Did I just go 10? Okay. If he didn't counter out, then we would just go 10. We draw and do a 2k counter. Not bad. Then we pass. So we could have swung 8 there, but, you know. I almost kind of like that I got a counter out of his hand, right? So now he only has 3 cards in hand. We have a big 9k body, right? We have 2 2ks. So... makes me nervous. We got 1k. Makes me nervous. Zoro coming out. Okay. But we gotta be careful because I bust him out to a 7k. We still have, you know. For Dawn. Yeah, I think we're good. Because he can go 9. We counter out. And then at that point, we win, probably. 2, 2, 1. GG. So I guess he doesn't have a lot of counter. Yeah. Well, we knew he didn't have 1 counter, but GG. Very aggressive, you know. Again, something that kind of counteracts what we do, right? When he can successfully, like, hit us with aggro and then heal it back to life, so I can't really bottom deck that. It's a good way to get around my effects, right? But we did have a pretty strong start, I would say, with all of my Jinbeis and, you know, removing all of his Luffys, essentially. But they did hurt a lot. I'll say that. They did hurt a lot of aggression, you know. But that does it for the games. Very fun list, I'll say. I really do like Boa. It's a very fun deck. I like focusing on Blue's side of the bottom deck, the bouncing, right? That kind of tempo control. Whereas, you know, you're used to Doflamingo being very aggressive while also kind of controlling through, you know, very minimum bounce and tempo stuff, right? I don't think Doflamingo lists, they fluctuated a lot, right? There was a point where they were running a lot of Jozu, a lot of Graveblade, even some Red Rock. But I don't really know, truthfully, I like how they are looking now or will look in EB02, lest any bans or restrictions or anything like that. But like I said, I like this side of Blue. It's very fun, very, very tempo control-esque. So yeah, let me know what you think of the list down in the comments. Anything would change to do differently. And if you've been playing Boa, you know, let me know what like lists you've been running. And if you're looking forward to OP 10 with Kyros coming around the corner. So hopefully we'll see some of this. I'll definitely bring it to locals one time or the other. So yeah, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you on our next one. Bye-bye.